let's start with our envelopes now. So basically, for the envelopes, the basic rule that we must follow is that the longest and the biggest note should easily fit, and we have a little space. So the longest note, like horizontally, is our 2000 rupee note, which is a little less than 7 inches. So we have to make the envelope by like at least 7 inches, and and vertically the longest would be a 100 rupee note, which is a little less than 3 inches. So for that we'll make our envelope at least 3 inches, 3.25 inches. So I'll just explain you how we do the scoring. So for score, how the scoring is, so this is an inch, this is 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches. So in between is, this is like, these are 8 out of them. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So 1/8 would be this. 2/8 would also be as 1/4, which would be this line, this one with a dot. 3/8, then 4/8 would also be half, which is this, the longer line over here. Then again this is 5/8, this is 6/8, would also be as 3/4, again, which is the one with the dot over here. And then again 8/8 is 1 inch. So that is how we work our measurements. So for the envelope we need at least 7 inches, and I have cut the paper into 8/8 inches. So what we'll do is we'll score half from here, the fourth line, 1 2 3 4, the fourth line, which is half from here, and similarly from here, 1 2 3 4, again half inch from here. Now since we need the envelope at least where the money fits in, suppose this is our money, it fits, suppose this fits in at least 3 inches, 3 or 3.25 inches. So what we'll do is, this is 8, so we'll see how to, I'm just giving you a basic rule of how you can make different envelopes with different sizes. Suppose this is 8, so we need at least, say this should be 3 inches, and now we are left with 5 inches. So here the flap would be 2 inches, and here, because this has to at least come over here, so what we'll do is we'll do this as 2.5 inches. So now we are again left with 0.5 inch, which we will add here, because a little bigger envelope is no harm. Plus when we are hand making our envelopes, it's always good to have a little wider one so that we can do more work over it. So now I'll score the lines here at 2 inches, and now we need 3.5. 1 2 3, 3.5. We can do 3.25 or 3.5, anything is okay. So I'll do 3.5 here, and now we are left with 5.5 and 2.5 inches. We'll fold like this, just burnish it here, again here. Now we are left, like, this is done. Now we are left with this and this. We need to fold this as well, but before that what we will do is we will cut this part and this part. I'll just show you. Just make sure to cut it, just make sure that you cut it a little extra from the line. and just a triangle over here so that it looks good. Try not to cut this part with your fuzzy cutting scissor, because or either a longer scissor so that in one go you can cut it easily. So now we have this, and then we will fold this, and this part pastes over here. So this is the reason I told you to cut a little extra, because this part comes out otherwise. I'll cut this one as well. Similarly, now we will cut this and this. Again, we just make a triangle and we make a triangle over here. This is done. Now we fold this, we'll just glue this and we'll paste it. So our envelope is done. Obviously you can do corner edging and everything, but this is done. You can obviously buy ready-made envelopes which are easily available. I'm just telling you how to make the horizontal envelope. So now let's start with our panel, the envelope. Now our envelope is made, just the pasting is left, so we'll just paste it. Put glue over the flap over here and not over here, because we don't know till what length it will come off. Just use this. You can use either tacky glue or I use this fabric glue. I basically use tacky glue for my albums more than envelopes, because fabric glue is equally very good. It's quite good. And obviously the envelopes don't have as much weight as our albums do. So see, this is done. Now let's begin with our vertical envelopes. This could be a little different from our horizontal ones. So we need a longer side on the, we need a longer one here. So I'll just tilt the paper to 12 inches here. And now I will score this the first at 1/2 inch. Then leaving 3.5 inches, again because we need to fit our money, I will score it at 4 inches. Then again leaving 3.5, 1, 2, 3.5 here. That is it. Now tilt the paper. The first score would be at 2 inches, which would be our flap. Then at 9 inches, leaving 7 inches of space, and again and 1/2 inch. So this and this will be cut. So I'll just cut these. So this is what we have: 2 inches, 7 inches, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 3.5, 3.5. We just fold our paper. So we fold it towards the mountain side. Here, here, and yeah. So we need to first cut our square, small square here and here. This is cut. Just to make it again neater, we'll just cut a triangle. Then here again, this is our flap. And now we don't need this. So again, this will be cut here. And now we also don't need this. So again, we shall cut this and just that is how it looks. Now Since our 2000 rupee note would be a little shorter than 7 inches, and once we paste this like this, the note would disappear in it. It is very difficult in a vertical envelope to get hold of the notes. So what I'll do is, we'll make this a little shorter, like just around 1/4 of an inch. It's just approximately, it's just random. And with my circle punch, just eyeball it, and in the center just punch it. So this is how, once we paste, we just put glue here and here. This is our envelope, it's ready. Just in case you don't have a circle punch, what you can do is make the envelope a little smaller, around around 4:7, and just cut this a little. Don't cut this part very long, like till here or here, because it looks a little shabby. I'll just show you this. For example, I cut this till here. So this part will be visible, if you can see. So you can do that, but I kind of don't like it because this and this will be different. Our vertical envelope is also done.